Hi, this is Edward Smith, video game correspondent with International Business Times UK. For the final episode of Game Studio Spotlight, I'm back in Guildford, this time to speak to Little Big Planet creator Media Molecule about the studio's work and the future of the British game industry.
Media Molecule is one of those British studios which has come from the kind of Bullfrog, Lionhead and Criterion lineage. We're in Guildford. These days we're owned by Sony Computer Entertainment, and we're working on two titles, a Vita game called Tearaway, which is nearing completion, and as yet unannounced PlayStation 4 title. But our history really dates back to being an independent studio trying to make a game about craft, about making. At the time we were comparing it to YouTube and Lego, if you like, and that became Little Big Planet, which was luckily for us very successful critically and commercially, and has enabled us to get a reputation as a studio, I hope, that does imaginative and creative games. And what's hard about making games is marshalling a bunch of prima donna-ish, difficult, creative people and getting them to make a shaped, beautiful product in a reasonable amount of time. We've always taken the approach of sort of staying small as much as we are indie. You know, we have a sort of philosophy of a small team, mainly because I've no idea how to scale up. Like I'm hugely amazed by and inspired by the larger teams, like, you know, the Ubisoft teams and the Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog are a very specific kind of inspiration for me. But I enjoyed Bullfrog, I enjoyed Lionhead when they were at that kind of 20 to 30 person team, and now that we're, you know, 40 something here, the fact we're doing two games is hard, but it means that both teams can kind of be backed down to that sweet spot of 20 something. And I don't know if it's something kind of British or it's just what I've learned over my sort of career, but there's something magical about 20 to 30 people, because you know everyone, you can see what everyone's doing, and you can see their thumbprint in the final product. You know, I think that a lot of British games, and hopefully Media Molecule games, have that real vibe of having a sort of handmade feel. They're still professional quality, they're still huge games, but they have that kind of love that's very obvious. I wouldn't say it's more obvious than a larger team's game, but it has that kind of sense of craft, which I think really shines.
Just personally, what's your opinion on the British industry as it is now? Is it worse than it's ever been? Is it going to get better? I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, I've got a bit of a worm's eye view of the games industry in the sense that I sit at my desk and I happily have this luxury of being a first-party studio, by which I mean Sony looks to Media Molecule to make differentiated games, to make the PlayStation 4 look good, which is such a luxury for me, because I can do what I've always done, and we collectively can do what we've always done, which is think up crazy ideas and try and mould them into something, you know, a beautiful piece of pop culture. So my view of the whole industry is probably very skewed, but I mean, I see the tweets and screenshots that you get on Twitter. If you follow the hashtag Screenshot Saturday, you'll see this continual stream, excuse me. And I mean, I've never seen so much creativity bubbling away as ever before. So I mean, I think it's a wonderful time for the industry as a whole. I think it can be tough doing that middle-sized game, because it's very difficult to fund and reach an audience and blah blah blah. So you have this polarization towards the Call of Duty scale and the micro scale. And as I've said a few times, I feel like my interest is in that middle zone. But it's never easy. Making games is extremely hard and fraught with danger. I always think of it as being you're one step from doom and one step from mega success, and you have no idea which one's going to be your next step, but you've got to give it a go. And I can see all these people making amazing games. So for me, it feels better than ever. But it can be tough if you know, while you're experiencing that misstep, which happens to us all from time to time. Yeah.